Oh God, it's late. I said 11 o'clock. It's like 10 after 11. This is why you don't depend on black women when it comes to time. But anyways, what's up, guys? I'm so excited. As you can tell by the title, it is my fifth 5-day countdown to my 1 year anniversary. Now, I decided to break this video up into sections because I did like a test run video a couple of days ago and it was like an hour and a half, child, like literally. So I figure let me break this down because I like to talk and I want to get all the tea of everything that I want to express about my first year journey out in the open. I want it out there. Okay, so yeah, I figure why not do it within the 5 days leading up to my 1 year anniversary, which happens to be this Sunday. Okay, so anyways, I threw the flower in here because it was on the dresser and I'm like, it kind of like coordinates. Yeah, but I'm fresh face and a lip. You're gonna have to excuse any blemishes you may or may not see. I've been on this chocolate binge, me being pregnant and all. My mother, she brought a big case from BJ's of um, 48 bars of Snickers. And we divided amongst, me, my mother, and my brother. So I got 16. And let me tell you something. I did not hesitate. Like, I eat two at a time, like back to back. So my face has been breaking out like crazy. So, I actually took like, this is day 2. So yesterday and today is the first time I haven't touched those Snickers, although it's calling my name. And it's not done intentional, but I see the difference. Because 2 days ago, honey, like, my face was looking crazy. And it's crazy how it responded from me just going in eating chocolate. So, anywho, back to the task at hand. So what's up, guys? It's your girl Chrissy, also known as Whimsical Locks, and that's Whimsical_Locks on IG. I am back up temporarily. I got a thing for like staying on social media all the time, but you can check me out to see more of my life journey, pictures, quotes. What else? Me sharing other people's life journeys, questions that I have, all that other extra great stuff. So yeah, in this 1 year anniversary, day 5 or pre-day 5, I would like to discuss, you know, um, the beginning of my journey, like before I decided to get locked up. Um, the day that I got locked up, which I've probably already mentioned several hundred times, and not just this video, but that as well as um, what else? Oh, the locking method and my lock count. Okay, so hopefully this be about like a 20-minute, half-hour video tops. That's what I'm shooting for. Um, Decided to do this video right before I went to sleep. I hear my brother. I don't know if he's trying to go to the bathroom while I'm recording. I hope not. But if that's the case, we'll just take it out to the hallway. But anyways, okay, so leading up to my lock journey, I was pregnant. I have shared this information in a previous video, but I'm gonna get rid of that video because that video was all over the place. But anyways, I was pregnant with my second daughter, and I've been wanting locks for years, like close to a decade. Um, it wasn't until maybe about 2014 when I had got those goddess twists, the long ones, and that was the closest that I came for the first time seeing my hair, like how it would look dreaded. And I loved the look. Like it was really, really, really dope. So I knew from that moment on for sure, like I'm definitely going to get it because I know it fits my face. But I'm going to have to wait. Like I always said that, locks will be something that I get as I'm growing old. Now, granted, I'm 30 now. I am growing old, but like I meant like when my hair is in the salt and pepper stage, like my late 40s, early 50s, 60s, something like that. Like that's when I decided back then that that would be the time that I would lock up, you know what I mean? But last year I was just like I was just over it. Like I literally had like every hairstyle in the world with my natural hair, with weaves, wearing wigs. Like I done it all, chop, big chop, major chops, minor chops, like all types of stuff, color, dye, bleach. Well, no, this is actually the first time I bleached my hair, but I played in blonde weaves and stuff like that. Like I've done it all. So at this point, I'm just like, you know, uh, I'm pregnant. I'm about to have 3 kids, and I don't think I'm gonna have time, let alone the funds, to support my weave. You know what I mean? And putting in the sewing. Like for me to do my own sewing, it took like half a day, close to all day, because incorporating me washing and blow drying my hair and all that other extra stuff. So I just decided, you know what, let me just go for it. Like it really wasn't anyone that inspired me to get locks, and it wasn't anyone that I admire to get locks. It's something that I've always wanted on my own, and decided that that would be something that I would do. Whenever I was ready to do it. Granted, I thought that time would have been earlier than sooner, but like I'm very spontaneous, and I act on impulse. So when I have a thought and I'm rocking with that thought 9 times out of 10, and when as soon as I can act on it, I'm going to act on it. So if I can act on it then, I'm going to act on it then. So the moment that I decided that I wanted locks, I immediately reached out to the girl that I knew who would be great to do it, because I know that she does hair and her hair is very long and healthy. Shout out to Not Your Mama's Grease on YouTube as well as Instagram. Not Your Mama's Grease. She's the one that started my locks. She did a beautiful job. I began my lock journey last fall, and it was September 16th of last year, 2017. That's like my hair birthday. But yeah, so like, I had the conversation with her, going back and forth, hey viewer, Dro, is that you? So but anyways, I had a conversation with her, like, asking, sorry, my bad. I was like literally like 10 minutes late, like, I'm just trying to wait till everybody was asleep, and then I hear my brother like in the background walking around, so I don't know if he gotta go to the bathroom or not. But thank you. Anyways, I'm just like, starting from like, you know, the first day that I started my lock journey. And that was last year, September 16, 2017, last fall. And I decided to do it at that very moment because I'm like, look, I'm pregnant and I do not feel like tackling my head, let alone the girls' heads anymore. So it was really the reasons why that I decided to lock up is because of motherhood laziness. It was cost effective, and it's just something that I always wanted for like close to a decade. Like I knew that I would lock up, so that's what I decided to do. So After, her and I communicate, her earliest availability was like 2 days later. So, like, book me, fill me in, I'm ready to do this. So, went to her house. She did it so fast. Like, she put them in for like a little less than an hour. She washed my hair, conditioned it, all that great stuff. She gave me good tips and advice of what to do and how to take care of it and stuff like that. And at the time, I didn't think that I would end up maintaining my locks on my own. Because I'm like, no, you're going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and do all of that. But she actually told me, like, well, if you want to wash your hair, just call me up and I'll let you know this, that, and the third. Turns out I end up maintaining my locks on my own, due to cost effectiveness. Because I'm so cheap. Like, I'm cheap. If I can find my way, another alternative to do something cheap or to avoid buying something because it's cheaper, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm not going to blow money fast because I don't have money fast. So that was just my thing. Like, you know what? Let me try it out. And if I can do it, then I'm going to do it. So the thought of someone else doing my locks now, knowing that I can do it, even though it ain't going to be as perfect as theirs, really bothers me, knowing that I could have did it for free rather than, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100. You know what I mean? But anyway. So yeah, I started then. The method that I decided to go with was the cone coils, which I regret. Mainly because, like, after watching and researching, I feel like the two-strand twist would have been much better for me. I feel like my hair would have been longer, even though it did all right in its first year. But yeah, I just feel like I like the look of the two-strand twist starter locks better than I do the cone coils. And like, my hair shrunk up super bad. Like, on my actual Locversary day, like, I'm gonna post videos of, like, before I had locks and all that other stuff. So, like, I had really long, thick, healthy hair, and when she locked it up, with the cone coils, them things sprung up so far, and I'm like, the heck? So I was walking around with these little tight curls or whatever. But like, and then the following month it like stretched out, and then like every month after that for like the first 6, 7 months, they started shrinking back up again and then going back down. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But I guess it was just part of the process. I'm not mad at it now because, like, looking back at it, I think around the time I first started my lock journey, my hair was fluffier and it looked silkier and softer. But I was using different things at that time, which I will get on, to in a day or two video or whatever. But yeah, so I started with cone coils, and the grid that I decided to use was the square box pattern. So I went with that because I like some type of order. Like, I'm very all over the place, you know what I mean? But like, when it comes to me and like my appearance and stuff like that, like, I like to be crisp, and synchronized. So I felt like I wanted boxes. Oh, thank you. Stop it, It's the baby, it ain't me. Thank you, Drew. But I wanted like something where, like, if I wanted a part in the middle, I could have a perfect part in the middle. If I wanted to split my hair 4 or 5 ways, well, not 5, but split my hair like 6 ways or however I choose to split it, like, I want it to all be equally parted across my head. So I'm not mad at the grid that I chose. I've seen diamond parts and C parts and all hand freeze. Like, I'm really happy at like the box parting. What else? Because I'm trying not to cheat, okay? But how many locks do I have? Okay, so like a few weeks ago, I made sure to count my locks so that when this day or time comes, I can have an accurate count. So I started with 130 locks, And I'm like, I didn't even realize I lost that many locks because now I have 112. So I'm counting my locks. I'm like, you know what? This whole time, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm retwisting my hair, and I'm like, oh, time is getting faster. Like, I'm killing this. It's not as long as I used to be. It's because I'm not twisting, the other 9 locks that I had prior to combining them. So yeah, I ended up combining a total of 18 locks, um, mainly because of like my edges are very fine. You can't really tell now, but like trust me, honey, they're very fine. Like these bad boys, I don't know. Like so, like all amongst here, they're combined, and I combined these two. I Don't ask me why. They were smaller, and I started to combine like the rest of them in, on that very, 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 let me, I don't know if you can tell, but like that very first row, like to me they were just a little bit small, but I'm like, you know what? They're not thinning or anything, so let me just leave it alone. So I just did the other side just to make it equal, like the width and stuff. But yeah, and the methods that I use to combine them are a few. So I have this annoying crocheted lock that a loctician did. And no, not the one that I used, not the loctician that I used to start my locks. It was just someone that I've seen do someone else's locks, but she always like get her hair styled, and I wanted an updo at the time, which I regret, but I'll get into that in another video. But anyway, she combined this, and I just hate how she did it because obviously, like, you can split this in two. So I thought about like, combing this out and adding some of this over here, but like, I think I might just leave it, like, just leave it alone because it's just like, it's already a year. So if I was gonna do it, I should have did it like back in May. I had got it done for Mother's Day, so like, whatever. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, I think. I say that now, like tomorrow I comb it out, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. But anyways, so I have a one crocheted lock, and most of the ones that I combined in the beginning of my lock journey is a two strand twist. And that's another thing, like I see the results of a two-strand twist, and I see that they lock faster as well. Like, so I feel like I would have did good if I had a two-strand twist. Um, a lot of them I left alone, but there's some that I added lock sprinkles to, like this one. I was like, you know what, this one kept unraveling. So I'm like, you know what, let me just add lock sprinkles to this so that it would stop unraveling. So I have some combined locks that are sewed together with the lock sprinkles. So I went in like here and here and did that, like, just some of the ones that are fairly like the newest combined locks. um these aren't, wait, my edges, like I have two here, but this isn't combined. I just did this because I thought it was cute because I always leave these hanging, so I was like, let me just add a little decoration here. But this is combined, and like literally like all amongst here, like in this part, they're like combined. So, and then the two in the back for no apparent reason. But yeah, so those are the combined locks that I have. And how do I feel about combined locks? Or my new lock count from 130 to 112. I don't know. I don't know, like, cause I think back then I was kind of thinking like I have way too many locks than what I think I can manage, So like, it just worked out for the best, I guess, for me, because it do seem like I retwist faster. And I thought I was a pro at it, but apparently it's because I now have combined locks, so I got rid of a few. So that's really what it was, you know. Um, And the method that I use to retwist my locks is palm rolling, but I haven't always done that. I used to retwist at the roots, and my hair was a lot frizzier then. And like I was like watching videos on YouTube and just reading up on stuff. So I felt like let me try the palm rolling method to at least tame the frizz, and I think that worked out definitely. Like my hair is still frizzy. I always had frizzy hair, so it's not like due to a lack of moisture or whatever the case may be. Like I literally always had frizzy hair. My hair has been a frizz ball as long as I can remember. But I feel like now that I palm roll, my locks are a lot more uniformed and a lot less frizzy than what they were before. And um, I don't know if, like, I feel like they also are thinner than what they could have been had I haven't start palm rolling, and I can see the difference. Like in some of my locks, let me see if I can. You can't really tell here, but maybe you can. I don't know. But there's like one that's like super obvious. Like, see, like this one. Like here is me palm rolling, and this is me just twisting at the roots. So, yeah. So yeah, but I'm not mad at it because honestly, the only thin locks that I have really is right here amongst my perimeter. Like everywhere else, like they're fine. They're like a good size. Let's see if you can see, but they're like a good size. I'm not mad at them at all. The only ones that I'm really pissed off about would be my little hairline. I don't want to be like those people with the locks who hairlines start receding. Like, God. Or like a lock come out. Oh my God. I would freak out if I lose a lock. I would freak out. I would reattach that mother effer. Like, I don't know. Like, I would learn. But seriously, like, I can't. I can't. Like, my mom, like, she had a perm the other day, and seeing her hair at the bottom of the tub was like, oh my God. And it was normal to her. Like, now, mind you, I've been natural since 2012. And before I actually officially went natural, I was only getting perms or relaxers once a year. Like, once a year. Literally. Like, I really didn't need perms. Like, I would just get it that one time and be good. Mostly, I just got my hair washed, straightened, and blow dried. Like, that's something that I just normally did. So, to see it come out like that, like, I was just, I can't do it. So, anyway, I would die if I lose a lock. I don't know, like, people are like, yeah, I lost a lock. No, that's not cool. But anyways, I'm just gonna wrap this up because I don't want to go over time because I can talk about nothing because I love to talk. But anyways, Drew, thank you so much for being such a great supporter. I appreciate it. Sorry. And you better get some rest because I know you have work in the morning and I got things to do in the morning. Thank you. But I will be posting again tomorrow, but I'm not exactly sure what time. I just I just have to, like, I don't know, I gotta figure it out. I know it's probably gonna be around the same time tomorrow, so yeah. But anywho, it's Chrissy, also known as Whimsical Locks, and it's Whimsical_locks on IG. TTYL, and have a good night. Let me see how I can do this because I be like a grandma, like, where's the button? Okay, peace, good night. I said good night. This thing is crazy. Okay.